Every chart you have ever studied already knew the ending. Open any chart, scroll back a month, find the breakout. It's obvious, isn't it? Now cover the right half of the screen with your hand. That's the trade. A chart that stops, and nothing after it. Everything that made it obvious was information nobody had. This is Prop Desk, a day trading simulator where the right half of the screen does not exist yet. Prop Desk replays real recorded market sessions, one bar at a time, in your browser. 8 symbols, timeframes from 1 minute up to daily. A $10,000 paper account, with stops and targets you place by hand on the chart. No sign up, nothing to install. The whole thing is built around one promise. You only ever see what the market saw, not what it did next, not what it became, what it saw at the moment someone had to decide. Here's how a session starts. Pick a symbol, pick a time frame, 1 minute, 5, 15, 30, or daily. Then pick a real recorded session and press start replay. From here the market prints one bar at a time. You can pause it, you can slow it down. What you cannot do is peek. The bars to the right of the cursor do not exist yet, for you or for anyone. You can scroll the chart anywhere you like. The replay cursor does not move, and scrolling can never, ever improve a fill. Before anything moves, look at the desk itself. Down the side you have your equity, your cash, and your open position, marked to the bar that just printed, not to a guess. A session clock that follows the recorded day. A trade log that writes every fill down the moment it happens, at the price it actually happened. Max drawdown, track live while a position is open. Every number on the screen reconciles with every other number, and if you ever catch two of them disagreeing, that is a bug, and I want to hear about it. Taking a trade feels like this. The market is moving. You pick a side. The sim asks you where your stop goes. Click the chart, then your target. There are shortcut chips, 1R through 10R, that place the target at a multiple of your risk. The label on that target tells you what it is worth, and then it adds 4 more words. If it gets there, the sim will do the arithmetic for you. What it will not do is let you read that number as money you already have. Then you wait, bar by bar, with a position open. Every bar is a decision. Hold or get out. That is the skill. That is the thing you cannot practice on a chart that already knows the ending. Underneath all of it is a set of rules the sim refuses to break. A level only fills on price that prints after you place it. Gaps take the open, not your price. If a bar opens through your stop, you get the open, which is worse than your number. That is what a real fill would do. If one bar touches both your stop and your target, you get the stop. When the sim has to guess, it guesses against you. Every time, it is the only guess that cannot flatter you. Nothing is drawn before the bar that confirms it. A rejected strategy rule cannot show its good stretch in green, and a break-even trade is a scratch, not a win. The stats do not get to round in your favor. None of this is clever. All of it is just refusing, over and over, to take the easy branch. And that refusal costs something. Real story. I added the R multiple picker, and some multiples are unreachable. Price already ran past them. My order code had a helper that nudged any invalid price to the nearest legal one, so the sim silently moved the target, and the sidebar, recalculating honestly, reported the result. I clicked 3R. It told me I had 10.10R. No error, no warning, a number 4 times better than the one I asked for. Nobody reports a bug where the number is too good. The fix was to refuse. Unreachable multiples now gray out, with a line explaining why, and clicking one does nothing. Worse experience. Correct behavior. Then there's the strategy lab. You give it a rule, an entry, a stop, a target, and it walks the same recorded sessions your replays use and shows you what that rule did. Here is the part that matters. The lab keeps its failures. A rule that got rejected stays on the books, displayed as rejected, including the stretch in the middle where it looked brilliant, because a lab that quietly forgets its losers is not research. It is marketing aimed at you. And when you think you're ready, there's the evaluation. Fixed rules, written down before you start. A profit target across at least 3 traded days. A daily loss limit. And a trailing drawdown that follows your peak equity and marks against open positions, which means it can end your run while you're still up on the day. The evaluation grades the rules. It does not grade your P&L. Passing it proves you followed a plan under pressure. That is the only thing it claims to prove. There is more in there. Drawing tools, structure detection, session statistics that reconcile, a strategy lab that keeps its own failures and shows them as failures, and an evaluation with fixed rules that can end your run while you're still up on the day, because it grades the rules, not your P&L. Prop Desk is free in your browser right now. The full build lands September 11th, and that one is coming to Steam. If it is not your kind of thing, close the tab with my blessing. But if you have ever been sure you would have caught the trade, here is the honest way to find out. Prop Desk, you only ever see what the market saw.